to the microphone. Good. Craig is a student, I believe. He's not a student, but he was very nervous. Thank you.
I forecast a new day. Nothing like September 25th, 2009. This day is the home of my report today. My name is 0853. 0853 was detained on September 25th, 2009. Oakland was Oakland, with the exception of brilliant amounts of authority forces. Note that I say authority forces and not police. These were not police. Something unhuman. I was walking with my friend Nathan Lansdorf when we arrived at 5th Avenue. We saw groups of students and bystanders observing the power. Almost instantly after arriving, the crowd saw, smelled, and heard tear gas deployed. The people began to leave the area rather rapidly. Within what seemed like seconds, Nate was shot with a rubber bullet, turned to me and shouted, "They're shooting at us." I then saw 2 more blows hit him. I was shocked, and at that moment, at that moment my head was firmly introduced to the ground. Riot police had tackled or tripped me. At this point, I became somewhat unaware as to what was happening and why. They proceeded to hit me with batons while delightfully shouting, "You should have been moving faster. You would beat your wife like this, wouldn't you?" Blood dispersed generously from my face, chin, knees, and elbows. I began to vomit. I was strapped to the ground by several what I soon found to be named CERT officers. With my arms below my chest and boots on my ankles, I was being told to roll over and move my arms behind my back. After tearing my body against the ground, I was zip-tied and sprouted to my feet. Forced from the sides and front, I exclaimed that my ankles are messed up and please don't push me. I was thrown to the curb where I thought that I was sitting. I was then jerked up, questioned about what school I attend. I do not currently attend a school. My name, address, etc., and then was moved to sit near a handful of other innocent bystanders. My pockets were emptied, and the officer began to browse my cell phone and attempted to confiscate it. He was informed that he wasn't able to use it as evidence by another official, and he quickly put the phone back in my pocket. I was completely violated. No rights were read to me. Nothing legitimate was taking place. One detainee stated that he was catching the bus home. They did nothing. Students that they said that they did attend school were told, "Not after this, you won't be." Pictures were taken, and we were dropped into a bus with 2 cages and a toilet. We waited for the bus to fill, and we were transported somewhere unknown. We all had no idea. The walls in the courtyard were reinforced with razor wires. The windows inside were blocked with cardboard and papers. Our voices were silenced by CERT officers shouting, "Shut up." We cycled through, fingerprint, and sat down near the medical area. Quote, I insisted that I needed an ice pack for my ankle, but only received 2 Band-Aids. I had blood all over me. I was never provided anything to wash my wounds. I asked for water and was denied due to a brown bag with orange drink arriving sometime within the hour. We were shortly thereafter transported to the courtyard due to new detainees arriving. Most were not dressed for the weather. A man across from me had no shirt. The wind was blowing at rapid rates, and the rain began to trickle in during the time period of 3 to 4 hours. No one could tell. After several people were being released or transported, the 20 or so that I was with were moved inside for the remainder of the detainment. 0853 was called. Was I going to jail? Was I going home? What the hell just happened? I was detained for 13 hours, finally released, and asked by an escorting officer, "What were you protesting?" I said, as I said before, that I wasn't protesting anything. I was told that I was walking too slowly. 0853 was called again. I received my belongings, walked to the end of the street, and found I was in the North Shore. Medics and hospitality crews were serving tea, coffee, and clothing on the other side. The best care I received was from them. All I want to see is a day where we can feel the love of real people, not the brutality of power. I forecast a new day. My name is not 0853. My name is not Rick Cochran. Our voice has no name, just to be heard. Thank you.